position and wait for my go.
Hi, welcome to week 5 of your tutorial sessions. Okay, so on week 5, we're going to create a content based on the previous lessons that we have learned. Okay, on the previous lessons, where you already designed a banner and then you use position to align your wording and your button. So now we're going to proceed some word by creating the content underneath the header. Okay, so I want you guys to bring the file that you have learned in week 4, the one that you have completed. We're going to use that file for this week exercise. Okay, so each and every week is a continuation of your tutorial from previous week. Okay, so from that files, I want you guys to name that file as a. So from week 4, this is our outcome for week 4. Alright, so we already created the heading, the complete. So I want you guys to duplicate this and create into a week 5 okay, so create this as a week 5 folder. Okay, so once you already copy on the week 5 folder, then we can start to open our week index file from the week 5 that we have copied. Okay, so you click file, new, open, and then locate back the week 5 folder that you have copied from week 4, which is this one, week 5, and then click open. So we're going to work on that. Okay, so for now we have made a heading and the button. So based on the template, we are going to create this section over here, which is the first content that we're going to input. Okay, so back to our Dreamweaver. Okay, so as you know that we don't want to input the content within the heading header div tag, but rather than underneath the header div tag, which is over here. Okay, so you enter over there, and then now we're going to start to input the div tag for this section 1. Okay, so if you look into your image folder, I have allocated the name file accordingly, which is, for example, section 1, which should be in section 1. Okay, so back to here, this is where we're going to input our div tag. Okay, insert div tag, first one is section 1. Okay, so if you look into section 1 content, so I'm just going to delete that code, presets code. Okay, section 1 content, you have a several div tag that you are going to create over here. Okay, so one is the section 1. Okay, so the container for the section 1, okay, the content div and the image div. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 div tag, okay, inside our section 1. Okay, so for the first div tag, once we created a div class called section 1, then we're going to create another class, insert div, called section 1 container. Okay, so this is a div tag where we control the width according to our 12 columns. Alright, so section 1 container, delete the presets content. Okay, so inside here as well, I'm going to create another 2 div tag. Okay, if you look over here, this is one div tag. and then another div tag over there. Okay, so 2 div tag. Okay, so inside here, insert div tag section 1 content 1. Okay, so inside section 1 content 1, so we are going to develop the content for this section content 1, which is this one. Okay, so first of all we have a header. Alright, so a header, you can find a header from here, which is text. We can use H3, we don't want it to be bigger. With the content, just the right foot. Just the right foot. Okay, and then we have a divider over there, the small divider designed. So insert, that one should be images. Okay, find the divider, section 1 divider over there, click OK. Alternate text, you can put it divider. Okay, so another one should be a content over here. You can copy and paste from your Photoshops. So once you copy and paste, you should put it into a paragraph. Okay, so there you go, there is your content. And then the last one should be an image of the chef. Okay, you can put over there chef as an alternate text. Okay, there you go. That is roughly the content for our div tag over here. Okay, so if you look at codes, we have this in our section 1 content. Okay, so you can see a header, image of the divider, your written body, and your image of the chef. Okay, so everything should be in this div. Okay, so another div we can include inside div tag section 1 underscore content 2. Okay, so in the content 2 we should input the image of the dish over here. Okay, section 1 dish. Okay, maybe you can put over that steak. Okay, click OK. Alright, so there you go. We already input the content. Then afterwards, what we're going to do is we're going to make adjustment in CSS style to apply designs for our content. Okay, preview first your file, save all. By right, you should. Okay, in week 5, right click, open with Google Chrome. Okay, so there you go. That is the content. So now what we're going to do is we're going to design this content accordingly using CSS file. Okay, so now we're going to apply CSS style into our section 1. Okay, so first of all, we select the section 1. The easiest way is to copy the section 1. Okay, make sure you are underneath the button A. Click over here, new class is section 1. Okay, click on section 1. First of all, we're going to set our size. So the width should be 100% to cover the entire page. Height, according to the image, should be a 710 pixels. Okay, and then we're going to choose the background for the image using section 1 background. Select Okay, make sure your background position is center, X and Y is center. Okay, background repeat, there is no repeat background. Okay, so once we make the placement accordingly in our CSS style, we click apply it, and we click OK, and then check our design, save all. Okay, so I'm just going to save this one first. Save. Alright, so just check our design accordingly. Okay, so basically you can see there is an image of background over there. Just that, okay, because there's a gradient, it's just that it is almost white color, so we cannot see it properly. Okay. Alright, so next section is we going to section 1 container. Okay, copy that over here, new section 1 container, go to box. Okay, width should be 940 pixels, height 710 pixels. Okay, so set the margin to right auto, left auto, so it should be in the middle of your content. Okay, click apply. Click OK. So save all and check our design using the browser. Yes, so now we managed to get all our design in the middle of the content. Okay, so it is aligned accordingly. So next we're going to make adjustment towards here and this image over there. Okay, so for the next adjustment will be on section 1 content. Over here, copy on the section 1, click over here, new section 1 content. Okay, so set the adjustment of the size of the box. Click on box. So according to our column measurement over here, it should be around a width is 250, height should be 500. Okay, applied. So we can see some adjustment that's happening over there. So since on the left, you should float it to the left, and then we can set a positioning using margin. Okay, so from the top, space over here should be 140, and then from the left you can count over here. This is what 40 pixels. Okay, because this one is by 60. Okay, maybe we can check as left 40 pixels. Okay, alright, so we're just going to check our adjustment first before we do anything else. Click OK, save all, see how it goes. Alright, so it looks appropriately over there. Okay, so maybe we can go back adjustment, make sure everything is in the middle. Okay, so double click on the section 1, content 1. Okay, go to block, you can put text align center. Okay, to make sure everything is aligned accordingly. Okay, file, save as, save all, and then we can see this changing accordingly. Alright, so it looks better. Okay, it looks better, and then we can apply some adjustment towards the picture of the steak. Okay, for the next section, before we make a small adjustment towards our content over here, we're just going to arrange this image of a steak. Okay, select on section 1, content, new, put over there. Okay, set the alignment, the box first, which is according to the size that you see over there, 621, and then height 623. Okay, since on the right, select on float right. Okay, so check our adjustment. Okay, so maybe just some adjustment from the top. So double click on the div tag content, the selector that you want to make adjustment, and then you can make adjustment from the top. Maybe we try 80 pixel first. Okay, and then save all. Alright, so now it looks better once we scroll from here to this screen, so it looks better. So maybe after we going to make some adjustment toward the spacings of each and every content that we see over here. Okay, so everything looks appropriately aligned for now. So what we're going to do next is make some adjustments toward here, which is section 1, content 1, H3. Okay, so we can go over there, section 1, content 1. Okay, copy all of it and then put the symbol next to your P. If you've done it correctly, it will appear over here, section 1, content 1, H3 for this content. Alright, so H3 will appear over there. So by right, if you double click, okay, sorry, if you double click this one, and then you will have with this box, and then you can make your margin alignment from in there, from the top. If you put a 20 pixel, it will give you a space of 20 pixel. Okay, so you can repeat this process for this image and also this content over there. Okay, so what you can do is that you can copy and paste from here in CSS file, and then you can change this one to paragraph. Okay, so you have that content and also section 1 with the img. Okay, so there you go. You were able to manage and manipulate the content inside the section 1. Okay, so save, and then you can preview your file. Alright, so everything looks nice for now. Okay, so what you can do afterwards is that you can make adjustment towards each and every boxes in your selector. So what you need to do is that you need to key in your selector name or the element that you want to make adjustment, and then use the CSS style over there to make adjustments towards your content based on whatever properties that have given to you, whether it is color, whether it is text or image. Okay, so you can make adjustment accordingly in your selector file. Okay, so hopefully you get into the theory of how you want to make adjustments towards your selector. Okay, so I'm just going to save it for now. So everything looks good for now, and then we're going to create another content for the section below.